So I just want to give a shout out to everyone who actually watches this shit because I really appreciate the feedback that I got on the vlog style stuff that I did. And I know guys are talking about more long format, so on and so forth, and bringing out other people to come and shoot, like Drake from Low Rollers and the random vlog video that I did, which I guess would have been my first one, with the Forward dudes when we went to Florida, and then the Dirty Kid dudes, and so on and so forth with the whole crew with Silencer Co. out in Wyoming. So this next video, unfortunately, is going to be me talking about a gun that I have. And I will be posting more longer format vlog style stuff because I do travel quite a bit, and I will try and do more of those because apparently people like them. So yeah, there's that. The next one's going to be Silencer Co., Zev, Supdef, Dirty Kid, Nutria. I think I already said that. But if I didn't, there it is. That's the next video that's going to go up after this if I don't get sidetracked and put up another gun video. So let's jump into this. And I need to start this video off by giving all the self-sponsorship and then some new additions. So this video is going to be sponsored by myself, House Party Distro. If you need t-shirts, we make t-shirts. Hit us with a contact link on the website. Someone will get back to you. Print some t-shirts, sell some t-shirts. You're a church, you're a business, you do road construction, you need tees, hit us, let us know. Superior Defense, as always, nothing for sale, Supdef. Grave Solution, Pre-Sample Depot, Overpass Bags, right? I own a bag company. If you need an inexpensive bag with decent customer service and solid zippers, we do have more shit coming. I know I say that every fucking video. More bags coming. We got zipper pulls on there. We got a bunch of random shit coming. Let's see. So, like I said, Pre-Sample Depot, Grave Solutions, Privateer Group, Albert Defense. I miss that dude. I hope he comes back. Fuck, man. All the fucking homies, right? Infinite Armory, the best place to sell your shit that someone else wants to buy from you because you own it and they don't have it. When you join, you need a code. That code is going to be SUPDEF. Okay? All right, I'm done shilling for myself. Moving past that, the new addition to this is PSA. Okay, we're going to be talking about PSA. They sent me a handful of guns. I talked about this in another video to where my buddy who used to work for me, works at PSA, somewhere someone decided that they wanted to send me guns. I am not getting paid by PSA whatsoever. All the shit at the front, I get paid by that, but not PSA. So shout out to PSA for sending me a handful of rifles. They basically said, hey, you want to shoot these? And I said, okay, fuck it, because everyone knows about the PSA guns that I have. The Freedom $189 upper that I've been abusing and beating the fuck out of and changing the setup. But today we're going to be talking about this little gem right here, which is a Sabre 15. This is a 10.5 inch 5.56. I don't even know all the specs, so I don't know what you were expecting coming to this video for me talking about what it has in it, so on and so forth. I can tell you some of the specs. It is OD green. It has a Tano fucking rail. It has a rifle speed gas block. And then a Radian, blah, blah, blah. Now, this was shipped to me as a pistol. I did form to this instantly as an SBR because I am not a pistol brace kind of guy, but it did come with a color-matched RAL pistol brace. So once I get the stock that shows up and it matches, it'll be pretty, so on and so forth. As of right now, this gun is unfired. Now, I will talk about the setup because people care about these types of things. So up front, I am running a 3-prong ASR because I will be running either a Velos K with the ASR on there, and because I really want to fucking try and break this thing and see how well it works in my normal shooting capacity, I will be running a Saker K. Now, guys are going to be like, hey, what's the difference between those two cans? If you don't know, because you're new to silencers, the Saker K is one of the original 5.56 cans that Silencer Co. released, just a couple baffles shorter, has a removable end cap, Charlie mount on the back end that works with the ASR. This is a full pressure standard can. It'll be quieter than the Velos K, but it's going to fucking send all of this gas back to your fucking face. So, a little bit more violent, way more violent, more wear on the gun itself. So those are the two cans I'm going to be shooting on this gun, both of them being Ks. If you're new, I talk about K cans. I love K cans. Moving past that, the Unity T2 CTR out rear until it gets fucking changed. I think this has, I believe, a Hyperfire trigger in it, but just one of their fast triggers, not a FRT. So as of right now, this is still semi-auto. Oh, Radian selector. This gun, the only thing that I changed out on, by the way, is the muzzle device. I added the maul, the squid light body with the OKW, and I am running a Unity Axiom up front. So that is the way that this gun is set up. Also, I just realized that it has some interesting... I don't know if this is how this operates, but the front takedown pin actually is dimpled, but the rear one is not. So maybe that's a PSA oversight. Now, I told the dude at PSA I was going to talk about this gun. I was going to set it up the way I was going to set it up. And he told me this, and I asked him, was this gun built for me, or was it just shipped straight out of the warehouse? He said it was shipped straight out of the warehouse. It wasn't built specifically for me to make them look good. So we're going to shoot this. I'm not editing any of the mishaps that I have with this. The only thing I'm going to do, this is probably the third time it's been racked, I'm going to lube this because I am in Vegas. It is kind of windy, I believe, today. So it's going to be fucking sandy out in the fucking dirt. I'm going to fuck this gun up. Now, I want to say... and I will say this, based on this gun that I have in my hand, this is probably the most time I've spent with it since I've put shit on it. Cerakote looks fucking solid. The handguard feels really, really, really fucking solid and stiff. No barrel flex. But again, 10.5 inch 5.56. I will actually say this, that I do not truly care for the QD sockets on this. They have sharp edges. I am used to running... the squid rail, which doesn't have this, the Knight's Armament, which is recessed, NSRs, all those other fucking rails, they're pretty fucking smooth here. So that's one thing that I don't like about this so far, because I already feel like I'm going to cut my hand on this. But outside of that, everything about this gun, the fit, the finish, feels really fucking good. Now, this pistol is, I believe, $1,100 when they're in stock, and they come with their version, whatever muzzle device on this, because I don't think they come as a suppressor host. They might make one like that. So far, the only thing that I've changed is that, and I added the stock, like I said, because this is an SBR. So, we're going to run out to the desert. We're going to zero this fucking gun, and plan on putting about 500 rounds through it. I think that's kind of it. So, PSA Sabre 15. Let's jump into it. Actually, before we get out to the desert and do all those things, I'm actually going to talk about this for the guys that are new, because PSA brings on new guys. This is my PSA 10.5 inch R&D gun. Originally, I bought the upper. It was $189 Freedom upper, right? So the first thing that I did was I changed the rail. The rail ended up getting changed because I shoot this gun as an R&D gun, and mostly to see how many rounds I could put through this thing before I fucking blow it up. And so far, the only thing that is original PSA still on this is going to be the upper receiver, the barrel, the gas block, and the tube. And the way that this gun is currently set up is going to be, like I said, 10.5, 5.56. It is going to be a Blackwater lower. Yep, you heard me, Blackwater lower. Mag pull out rear. Raidworks. I don't know who sent me this charging handle, but shout out to whoever sent me this. A Raidworks charging handle. Haven't broken that yet. I am running the Irregular Defense T2 mount, and I have it set up with the diving board because I was going to change this laser. I do have a maul. I am running, yet again, another squid mantle, and I'm running the Unity Axiom out front with a, what is this thing called? I am fucking blanking. I am running the reared-in flash hider right here with the reared-in on a M4, what's this thing called? Hub 2K. I always call this thing the fucking wrong thing. So this is the 3D printed AAC M4 2000 called the Hub 2K. Like I said, I'm running it on the reared-in stuff. This gun is just a hair over like 7,000 fucking rounds. last but not least, the one thing that I did change on this, and it wasn't because it was broken. I needed a carrier because my triple, quadruple spares and carriers went to other projects. I am running a Q 2-piece bolt, which I actually cleaned because I tried to run this in something else. It got put back in here, but it is pretty. You might not be able to see it. It's pretty fucking haggard. So this gun doesn't get cleaned. It's only ever been fucking shot. The bolt carrier group, again, part of the reason why I put this in here originally was not because I broke the PSA fucking carrier that came with it. I wanted to run the 2-piece because everyone said it was a piece of shit. It was gonna break. I've shot this mostly on full auto. I've taken a class with this fucking gun. Different setup, different can. I ran the cat on this. This is technically what is left of the PSA, which is the barrel, like I said. The barrel, the upper receiver, the gas tube, and you can you can't see it in this lighting, but there's shit everywhere in here. So there it is, PSA 10.5, the first one, and I will get out to the desert now and go shoot the Sabre 15. Just got out here. As mentioned, I am only going to lube this thing. Shout out to Gun Butter. Please don't send me any more fucking lube. I have 9 million years worth of fucking lubrication. So, we got the little red cum on there. We are going to load some shitbox bulk 55 grain, and we are going to shoot this thing. We're going to zero this thing. I have maybe 10 rounds in here. We are going to see if that'll work. Also, note, I am running the Velos K. I don't know what this fucking rifle speed adjustable gas block looks like. I'm going to put it all the way to the left, which I believe is 1. So we're going to do that. All right, so 1 is closed. Obviously, we're going to open it up. This is a flow can, so we need it all the way up. But I do have 1 round. I need to come up. I literally need to come right, I would say 3 inches. Less than that. Let's see if I can zero this just straight out. I did not adjust the gas block, so I'm going to zero this as essentially a bolt action. I need to come over another 10 clicks. One would think that I would actually just do the math and like know the math for adjusting this, but I just do it willy-nilly. All right, so I need to come up 5 clicks and it's zeroed. Actually, I'll come up 5 clicks and then I will, let's see, get a grouping. Oh yeah, okay. Let's adjust this. I'm gonna put it on 6. I'm actually gonna come up. I'm actually kind of impressed with this group so far. Let's see here. Let's come up another 5. Let's go look at this. So I think, I don't know, that's like 15 rounds, give or take. Here is my first shot. Here are my second and my third. This is me. This is 10 meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shoot up here on this other fucking thing, and we're going to put a group down. Keep in mind, it is windy, so you can see that the fucking target is wobbling around. So we're going to get as good of a group as we can out of this from a bag, and then I'm going to start putting it through its paces. Also, Miata. Fuck you, Miata owners. Okay. Note what I said, that the target is moving this way because of the wind is coming from behind us. So you can see this is the fucking... That is the group. That's what we're working with out of that thing at 10 meters. This is fucking super fucking solid for how windy it is for me. Again, I'm not the best shooter. I will openly admit that. I'll take that as being fucking zeroed. I'm gonna put the steel up and I'm gonna get some movement and shoot this thing. That's pretty cool. Huh?
Did it not lock? Or no?
No, it was locked back.
Don't lose your caps.
If you work in this the firearm industry and you do marketing and you don't put your caps on your fucking optics, you're doing it wrong. Woo! This is not bad, dude. This trigger's not bad. Hear those dubs? I like another mag. Now it's warm. Big shocker, I fucking burned myself. Not even gonna attempt to touch this fucking can. It looks like it's red and it's daylight out. Okay. So, with the target moving, as much as it is, that is the group that I just shot. You saw it. That's you. I know that's you. So, at the end of the day, if you don't like the color, spray paint it.
You hear that? He said if you don't like the color, you don't like the color because it's fucking brown.
I fuck with it. Fuck you, PSA. Alright, quick 250 rounds. Somewhere here nor there. I'm torn about this because I own Knight's Armament, SIG, Noveski, lots of Noveski. I've shot all the LMTs. I've shot all the guns worth the fuck that every person on the internet tells you you need to own. I've shot a lot of rounds through the PSA 10.5, which I talked about in the beginning of this video. This gun is $1,100. And it's smooth, right? It feels like all the other fucking ARs. Now, I don't know if that's because of the rifle speed. I'm not an adjustable gas block guy. And I'm sure you can build something fucking cheaper. If you go and look at PSA's website, I'm sure they have some shit on there. You can build a gun for like $700, probably even fucking cheaper. Now, the one thing that I will say, and you most likely, if you've paid any attention to how I set up my guns, I don't skip on optics, mounts, lasers, flashlights, cans, or triggers. I think there's only one gun that I have that has a GI trigger in it, and it's a GI fucking select fire trigger, so that's exempt from this discussion. But I will say this: I've never had to use PSA's customer service. I know someone's going to come in the comment section and be like, fuck PSA, my shit blew up. And then when I reached out to them, they were fucking assholes and they didn't fix my shit. I can't comment on that, right? And so now that I'm a PSA shield because they sent me some guns for free, obviously, if I do have an issue, I will go ahead and try their customer service. But so far, with anything PSA related that I own, I have not had any issues with it, so I haven't had to use customer service. So that's fun. Now, back to this rifle that I'm currently contemplating. Most people would sell other shit, right? I'm not going to sell anything. I'm going to take a rifle class with that. The next rifle class that requires me to have 5.56, I'm going to shoot that. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going on a trip out to Oklahoma at the end of the month. I'm going to bring the PSA with me, and I'm going to shoot that. I dig it. So, shout out to PSA for sending me this rifle, but also fuck you, PSA, for doing the most. Now, understand, I know this is going to be a tough one because people don't think about numbers, so on and so forth, and they're going to start saying shit like, well, if PSA can sell a gun of that quality, of that caliber for $1,100 fucking dollars or $15, whatever the fucking price is, I gotta look. Why can't Knights or why can't any of these other companies sell guns at that price? Well, the numbers are a thing. So PSA has so much fucking buying power and so much leverage with every other company in this fucking space. I'm talking about B5 and you know, whatever, like Magpul. They buy so much shit that their fucking buying power allows for them to, sell shit cheaper for their margins. Now, talking about the gun stuff, rifles is what we're talking about. Damn, I'm fucking having a stroke. Jesus Christ, I gotta put some more nicotine in. They own all their manufacturing. So, where you going?
Lettuces?
Like, put them on your fucking chair. Sit on them? Yeah, look at that. That's why he breaks his $10 glasses all the fucking time. That's why they're fucking $10. That's why they're $10. So, back to the issue at hand. PSA owns their manufacturing. They do so much shit in-house, and I'm actually going to do this thing to where I bother Granger and everyone else that I know at PSA to allow for me to go and look around PSA. And I'm sure James Reeves and all those other YouTube dudes that actually have more access to shit than I do, they've been there, right? But the simple fact is they manufacture, they own fucking all of their sourcing. They're vertically integrated, so that allows for them to build these fucking $1,200 rifles that are, I'm gonna say it, I'm sure if it had a little bit nicer of a barrel, it would probably be the gun that most dudes would just go to if they weren't parroting bullshit they read on fucking Reddit or 4chan or whatever shit fucking information that exists out there, and then getting upset because they want you to shoot LMT or these other companies. And don't get me wrong, you 1000% in life should strive to own cool shit. Now, and I get accused of this all the time of flexing and doing all this other shit. Yeah, that probably does exist. Okay, no, that does exist. But I'm not telling you to run out and buy a fucking Knights. I'm not telling you to run out and buy fucking XYZ. I'm just talking about shit that I own. And with that comes, you know, guys who are insecure, who fucking work whatever jobs that they do, and they're mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Don't watch me. Fucking watch TV. Oh, don't watch TV. Fucking chase money, not broads. So, PSA, I think you fucking done it with this one, and I'm probably like the 900th person to talk about this rifle, or even this stuff, this shit that you've sent me, including the AK and the Jackal and the 308, which is going to be another gun that I talk about, because I'm going to compare that to my 308 Spear. I think PSA hit this one, and I've already been a PSA fucking believer from the beginning, because I work in the industry and I understand the vertical integration, what they've done for the firearm space, the common motherfucker who can buy a rifle for, you know, sub $500. So PSA, again, fuck you. Also, shout out to PSA in the same sentence. You guys nailed this. FKP, here are all the socials. Talking a lot of shit on fucking X. Posting more on Instagram. Graves got nothing to say.